It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Hoffman flushed out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw on second down, Hoffman. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play it worked for big yardage.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Defensively, Ogbanya Okoronkwo made the stop.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff. Johnson. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Operating from the gun. Hoffman eluding the pressure right. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hoffman steps away to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a third down.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Hoffman. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This is fielded inside the 5. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
To Shepard, complete over the middle. He's at the 50. The 30, past the 20, touchdown, Jaguars. Sterling Shepard, 83 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is. He had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They find some open field here.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Flush to his right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They go play action. Trubisky over the middle. That's caught by Ridley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it. leaving him with his 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. It's caught. Shepard. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Lock in. Pretty high.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. David Johnson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Leopard! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation. 28 toss. And 28 toss was their bread and butter.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it go. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him a gain of 38.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on second down. Hoffman. Throw left side complete. That's Bird. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Grant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky, and this is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now it's Trubisky. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Trubisky now, only 1 pass has hit the ground for him, 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room, down to the 32. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now Trubisky to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
And his kick here is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On first down, Hoffman. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! All right, here we go. Boom, landing! Boom, landing!
Now this time he'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Grant in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Jets are able to strike for 6.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
This will be taken in at the 1. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
There we go. You see it? You see it?
They begin the drive with Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So we've reached halftime in a wild 1st half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Play action. Now Trubisky forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Michael Palardy now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Flush to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Hoffman under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Larry Ogunjobi getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4.
Detroit! Gone! Hot!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hoffman. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landing.
On 1st and 10, Hoffman finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one good for 12 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney.
He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run the option right here on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll go option to the short side. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing. And as a player, that means an awful lot.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That is caught by Mitchell. He's got a Jets touchdown. Malcolm Mitchell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Trubisky. this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Trubisky to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Shepard. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Trubisky now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hoffman out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Being chased out left. And Reed with it over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Caught on the right side, Reed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll go option to the short side. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you called it the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jets are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They go to Johnson again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 33 and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Let's go, let's go.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now it's Trubisky looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Trubisky now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, but it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
On plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they will take a knee here.
Let's go, we're on the ball after this. Hey, we got come on, 180.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's, he said it's a, them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, he can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back, with me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all think so, don't be talking sideways, he said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? When I look at my snap, I take your man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this bar and the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch, that straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine, jumping on my. That's why they call it trampoline. Babe, back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a, them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, he can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back, with me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all think so, don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum, always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I see you like the again. Why you was sleeping on me? I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. Baby, take it. Everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go, your man, with my name in your mouth. I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a.
Hey, this that Eastside Johnny Big Redemption like. Know what I'm talking about? Hold up.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah.
Yeah.
Get out the way, get out my way, yeah.
Yeah.
You either with me or against me, though. You either with me or win. Win, 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 win.
Yeah.
Curve everything else. Win, 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 win. These ops ain't. Win, 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 win. Start chasing that. Win, 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 win.
Yeah.
Big J Rock go. On 10, 10, 10, 10. Exit at 4. Bring friends. That black two dough. Jump in. You might wanna keep score.